you would like is?
I would like to sleep early and wake up early.
Okay. And how much, like, are we talking like 6 hours earlier, or are we?
Yeah, I wake up at 11, 12. I want to wake up at 7 or 8.
Okay.
I sleep at 3. I want to sleep by 11 or 12.
Okay. All right. And it's kind of both ends of it. So is it, where's the, like, well, would you just kind of look up to your right, make a picture of a version of Rashmi that is able to get to sleep by 11 or 12? Kind of naturally gets to sleep. And then wakes up by 7 or 8?
Let's try 6 even. I really want 6 or 7. It just feels so unreal to me, but that is my goal.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. But is on the sleep schedule. So that might be going to sleep closer to 10 just to get 7, 8 hours, right? Just to do the math quickly, right? Okay. That might be a little, that might be pushing it. So let's go 11 to 7 here. Okay. And what's that like for her? What do you see? What do you notice when you look at that? Now, see, I'm having her construct something she hasn't necessarily constructed before.
Peaceful morning, like sounds like melodies of birds, meditation, yoga, walking, just lots of peace.
Okay. And what will having that do for you?
I will
You can just
have more
relax. You can
time.
kind of, yeah.
I will actually have time to do things I want to do rather than all day I feel stressed for time, gasping for time.
Oh, wow. Okay. And if you have the time to do the things that you want to get done, what will having that do for you?
I will get to actually book clients and earn money.
Okay. So this is kind of the pathway towards having a little bit more of the life you would like. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So would you just kind of step into her? Just kind of sense of, notice what that feels like. Okay, come on back to yourself. That anything about that you would like to add or change?
So she's more fit, she's calm, and she has more money.
Okay, so this is what you would like?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What stops you? Great. Thank you. Now, before she answers, we just want to notice that there was her eyes dipped down to her right, just really close to her nose, but down there. So would you just bring your eyes back down there? She's accessing the information. Yeah. What is the feelings that are there? Now I'm using the word feeling because we're in the feeling quadrant.
Lots of fear.
Fear. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
I can hear my parents screaming.
Okay. How old is the version of you that is listening to your parents? How old do you feel? 8? Okay.
It's jumping from 4
Okay,
to 8. They've screened my
okay, so it's jumping from when to when?
4 to 8.
Okay, 4 to 8. All right, so let's start with the earliest one. So just that little 4-year-old Rashmi. Okay, good. Come on back to yourself, to your adult self. Come on back here. Yeah. So we have a 4-year-old who is listening to her parents fight. Are you back here yet? So when I
No.
asked, I'm going to
Okay.
talk to the class for a second when you come back. Then I asked her that question and her eyes went somewhere. She momentarily went back in time to and was re-experiencing a very early and kind of something that happened for years, but experience. This is what runs every time Rashmi even thinks about going to bed early. It gets taken back there and then she has to recover from it. And it's 3 a.m. before she's exhausted herself from recovering for it that she falls asleep. Okay, so would you just kind of look down at that little one, kind of click on it, bring the picture of her kind of up midline and then up over here on my side of the computer. Just kind of see her. Look over here. Look at me. I put her up there on my curtain there. That little cutie pie. Where is she in relation to her parents?
Oh, what does that mean?
Is she in the same room? Is she okay?
She's alone in her bedroom.
She's in her bedroom. Okay, what time of day is it?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. Okay. And so has she been awake for a while? Is she just waking up?
She was awoken by the screams.
Okay. Okay. And who's screaming?
My mom.
Okay. And is this a kind of a one-way fight or what's the fight? What's the nature of the fight? They're going after each other?
My mom's screaming at my dad, attacking. My dad screams in defense.
Okay. What's the little one think is going on?
They're going to kill each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like way more than just fear, right? This is, yeah. And then what's going to happen to her? According to the
My
little one.
mom's going to kill my dad, and she's going to take me away and probably kill me too.
Okay. Yeah. So what is that little one deciding?
I can't move. I have to stay really quiet.
Because
They might enter the room if they know I'm awake.
so there's no safety. Is that kind of yeah. And how does she thank you? How does she explain to herself that they're doing this to each other?
Sorry, I don't understand.
So the little one's going to have to make some sense out of why her parents are going at each other like this. There's the what she thinks is going to happen, but how does she explain that it's happening? Like if she actually had full vocabulary, said what's going on and why is this happening, she might tell us what.
They wouldn't be together if it weren't for me.
Oh dear. Yes, thank you. So this comes into as it's all your fault.
It's my fault that there's no solution. My parents could divorce if they didn't have me. It's not my fault they hate each other, but it's my fault they have to live together and fight.
Okay, that's really sophisticated for a 4-year-old, yeah? That's like something you're probably going to make sense of a little bit later on. So what's at the basis? What's the little one? Kind of step into her for a second and feel what sense she's making out of it.
I wish I was dead.
Because
Then my parents wouldn't fight.
okay. So it feels like they're fighting because what? What is it about this little one that she thinks makes them fight?
They hate me.
Oh my goodness. So thank you. This makes it really hard to excel in life. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, so please step out of that little one, come back here. What are your parents fighting about? What are those parents of that little 4-year-old fighting about?
So I think, I don't know, is because of me. My
So,
mom beat and my dad fights with her for beating me, so she beats him.
so your dad beats you, and then
Mom,
your dad beats your mom?
no. My mom beats me,
Uh-huh.
and then they beat each other, my mom and dad.
Okay. So they have a bit of a disagreement about how to raise you.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and if you weren't there, what would they be fighting about?
They wouldn't be together.
We put any other kid there. So these two are not happy that they ended up together with each other? Okay. And we've got a little 4-year-old who's thinking it's her fault because she exists.
My mom told me it's me. She told me she wouldn't be with my dad if it weren't for me. She's told me my whole life.
Yeah. What's that little one need to know? What do you understand about life and about how people end up in couples? And
She needs to know it's not her fault.
yeah, I mean, when a baby gets conceived, is it like something the baby does to the parents?
Mm.
Yeah, you know, the responsibility lies where you have a sense of that. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is just kind of put your hand up like here. I'm going to have you squeeze your hand in a second, but no, just be ready, just so I can see you. So when I do this, you squeeze. Okay, so you understand how a baby gets made, yes? That it's the man and the woman that decide. Yeah. Okay, so squeeze this, squeeze, squeeze. That one. Okay, and then step into that little Rashmi with that awareness and breathe. And what happens for that little one? You can let go of the squeeze.
She was doing this the whole time. She kind of loosened up a bit.
Yeah, yeah. And thank you. Why do they bother to fight with each other about how they're treating you?
They fight about everything.
Okay, so they do what? Hold your hand up. Ready? They do what?
They fight about
Fight about
everything.
everything. Squeeze your squeeze. Yes. Yeah, they fight about everything. Okay, please step into that little one. That awareness. Yeah. When you're ready, you can relax your squeeze and just notice like what happens for her.
She looked up.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, they seem to like to fight.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there appears to be some concern about Rashmi also if they're, your dad is not happy about your mom beating you. So can you just get a sense of like some of that these are a couple parents trying to do the best they can to raise this child because they care about the child. You know what I mean? Okay, so squeeze something. You don't have to do it with my side, but just squeeze that, just that knowing. Yeah, and then just step into that little one with that. Which is a really different way of viewing that fight. And then one more thing, just keep your hands ready to squeeze. We just pick another area. Like you can use your wrist or something. Did either one of them ever manage to kill the other one? Squeeze. Knowing they're not going to kill each other. Please step into that little one with that awareness. And I will say to the little one, they're going to make a lot of noise, but they're not going to kill each other. Yeah, keep breathing. There you go. Yeah. Okay. So, how's the little one doing?
Better.
Okay. How's she doing on that? I have to stay quiet.
She doesn't feel that way so much. She wants to run around the room and play.
Okay. Cool. Would you please step back inside of her with that exuberance that she has and just allow her to grow all the way back up to the adult you are now with these new understandings. There you go. Okay. And now would you look back up at that version of you? Okay. Come back here for a second. Do you imagine it's getting to be about 10:15 tonight? Just notice what happens for you if you imagine tonight.
Can we do tomorrow night?
Sure. Yeah, if you got plans tonight, absolutely. Yes, tomorrow night.
My husband's out of town tonight, so I get the old bed to myself. So I get to watch TV till late.
Or you could watch early morning TV.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll do
The
tonight.
question is, how would you just notice how you would like to use, like, just notice, like, yeah, listen, let's just go tomorrow night when your husband's back. Getting like 10:15, 10:30. Just notice what your impulse is.
Yawn.
Yeah. So notice how late you want to stay up.
I want to sleep by 11:15.
He's going to be surprised. Yeah. Do you imagine the day after tomorrow's, the morning, the day after tomorrow, when you've gotten to sleep by about 11:15?
I'm awake early enough to actually go to Aqua Zumba, which I've been trying to go to for months.
What time does your husband usually get up?
For work, 6:30.
Okay, so what's it like for him when you get up at 7?
I don't understand.
What's it like for him when you're awake at 7?
I think he would ask me if I was all right.
Just notice what that's like for you. Just yeah.
Is happy I can
Okay,
make
cool.
him fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make him fresh coffee or juice or whatever. Yeah. He goes off for the day having seen his wife. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
And what that feels like in your body to be able to do that.
Energetic.
Cool. All right.